Hello, this is Jacob Bolton, Associate Pastor of Christian Formation here at Westminster Presbyterian Church in Alexandria, Virginia. And as you know, the entire year for adult formation, the theme has been, what is Christian formation? We've been exploring that in all of our adult ed classes. We've been analyzing that from members. We've been analyzing that from Christian educators. We've been analyzing that through the lens of what theologians have to say. We've taken a look at Negro spirituals and how the singing of those, the creation of those, impacted enslaved people's faith, how singing them now in a different context impacts anyone who sings their faith. We looked at the faith formation of Bonhoeffer and how experiences in worship, how experiences in Germany, how experiences of home faith formation developed, impacted, and helped to shape his formation, the fruition of him becoming one of the world's most prominent theologians of the 20th century. And one of the people that we've recently been able to hear from was the Reverend Dr. Tom Toole. And he shared that Westminster had been a very formative location for his faith formation. He grew up here in the church until he was in 9th grade. And he shared many different experiences that he had had here in worship, through Bible study, through relational experiences with clergy and with other members of the congregation that were adults, and how those moments formed his faith, how it allowed him to develop more mature identity in Christ, and enhanced his call to ministry. One of the images that Tom used when he was here with us was that of basement people and balcony people. And we actually asked, one of the questions that was asked of Tom was, if you had something to encourage our church in as we continue to discern, continue to vision and dream about what Christian formation looks like here, what would some of that advice be? And Tom said that we should all be balcony people. Now, what is the difference between a basement person and a balcony person? Well, throughout our lives, we have people in our balcony and in our basement. And the balcony people pull us up, encourage us, support us, want what's best for us, and put us in positions to succeed. Maybe to be challenged, but to then further grow, develop, and tour. And basement people do the opposite. Basement people are the folks in our lives that do not encourage maturation, that encourage unhealthy choices, that take our time, our energy, our efforts, our resources away from serving Christ and from serving one another through the love of God. And I am sure that if any of us sit here and think critically for a few moments, we could think of people in our lives who are both, right? We could think of those people in our lives who have been energy sappers, who have taken the best of us and unfortunately moved us away from that. But I am sure we can also think of the people who have been living in our balcony, who encourage us, who support us, who love us, who embody the love of Christ, and then we are inspired by their witness. The balcony people who don't just say, hey, life's pretty awesome up here in the balcony. The balcony people who cast out their nets, who lower their arms, who lower themselves and support us and raise us all up. And so in the spirit of what this church has done for its entire history, for the spirit of what Christ embodied and lived out and demonstrated, not just in his earthly ministry, but through his resurrection, and what I know we all want, because we have seen people do this in our lives, may we all be balcony people. May we think of the balcony people in our own lives, give thanks to God for them, be encouraged by them, and then think about how we can further their balcony witness, our balcony witness, in the church and in the world. Much love, balcony people. Hold fast.